Yo, what's good, fam? It's your man Jay. I'm back with another episode of Evolutionary Comics, and man, so since you guys last have seen me, um, I've got a whole bunch of books that some stuff that I went home and my dad had for me. My dad, my brother and sister, and my stepmom. They went to this little market in Titusville, and I'm not sure if it's like a new indoor flea market or whatever. But this guy had stacks of comics where I think he was selling them for like $20 or something like that. So my dad got me about 160 books, and there's nothing major. There's a few minor keys within these books, but and there's a lot of run fillers. So, but it's a great find because it came out to, I think, each book was like 50 cent, like less than 50 cents. That for the amount of books that he got. So I can't remember exactly if it was $20 per stack or what the case may be, but I know he's the mathematician, so he did the math, and it came out to like 50 cent per book. Um, so yeah, I picked up those. Of course, I picked up my normal pickup from Emerald City Comics in Clearwater, Florida. Um, Go in, check out my peoples, check out Natalie, uh, Adam. Frank's no longer there. I keep wanting to say Frank's name. What up, Frank? If you're watching, Neil, the owner. It's a great place, great little spot in Clearwater. It's the premier spot on this side of Tampa as far as going in and finding anything that you may need. If they don't have it, they can probably get it for you, unless it's some extreme back issue, and they can give you information on it. So a lot of my collection I have purchased from Emerald City. That is my home LCS. That's my little spot. I do hit up Yancey Street Comics, which they moved from where they were in Oldsmar to another location. So I got to hit them up, check them out, and I got to go check out Urban Legends over in Tampa. I'm gonna put all these links down below. So if you're new to the Tampa area, or if you're just coming through and you're looking for some spots to hit, you wanna check these spots out. Um, if you're coming from the east side, coming over this way, or if you're going to the east, definitely check out Plant City Comics Cafe over in Plant City. That is it's my favorite spot because one of my buddies is the owner. He just opened maybe about a month ago, and y'all go check him out. Support black businesses. I think it's the only black-owned comic book shop in the area. So y'all go check my man out and patronize his business. I don't know how far he's up with the cafe side of it, but he has some plans to expand and grow already. So I'm anxious to see that, and I wish that I was closer to him so I can help him out more and be over there with him, because it's all about comics, baby. Then I picked up, Emerald City had a back issue sale where it was like 50% off. And then they had some boxes that were dollar boxes, and I think $2 boxes of comics. So I picked up some stuff from there. I picked up something that and I was checking out Black Comic Lord's interview with Cheryl Lynn Eaton. Paul was interviewing the great Cheryl Lynn Eaton, one of my favorite new writers. I think pretty much everybody's favorite new writer. She's writing the Black Panther Blood Hunt series. So and she's doing a miraculously great job at it. I'm really anxious to see what her next project is, as the Blood Hunt thing kind of dwindles down and comes to an end. We still got a couple months before it finalizes, but I think the Black Panther Blood Hunt, that has actually already ended. But anyway, I heard something that she said, and it made me want to make sure that I had some stuff. And then once I got there, then I was like, I love Dwayne McDuffie so much, and I remember that he wrote some Fantastic Four books, and I was like, dang, how many of the Fantastic Four issues do I have that he actually wrote? And then now I'm on a whole nother path of getting every book that Dwayne McDuffie wrote as far as the Fantastic Four series. And eventually every book that he ever wrote, period, is my eventual goal. So yeah, shout out to Comics Are Dope, my man BJ. He's an inspiration. He's a big Milestone fan. He's also a big Dwayne McDuffie fan, I believe. And he kind of inspired me too, because some of the stuff that I've heard him say on his channel. So I'm gonna put his link down there below too, because you know, BJ, I don't know if you know it or not, but you, the way you have carried out your channel, the way you have executed this YouTube thing is truly inspirational. I don't know if you know that I started watching you at the very beginning, once you jumped into the comics part of it, and you know, I've just kind of navigated, and it shows where your expertise is, and you know, what you do for a living outside of this, but it shows how it overlaps into the YouTube thing, and like I say, it's inspirational, and you know, I aspire to eventually get a lock on an understanding of how to navigate the algorithms and do the right thing. I'm telling you, I live by a lake. Outside, if you go out my front door, there's a lake on the other side. It's Florida. It's getting hot, and the more people, you know how your grandparents be like, close that door. I've gotten to that point, because sometimes when we come in and out the door, stuff be flying in, and that's what I'm swinging at. Is is things flying in the house, man. But anyway, let's get on to these comics. You with me? Y'all ready? If y'all ready, oh, and I got some mail. Y'all. I got some mail, yo. So y'all stay with me, and let's get it. Alright, so man, hey, it is so weird to like have a certain amount of energy when you're doing these videos, when there is nobody but your family walking back and forth, you know, on the other side of the house, and they looking at you like, the hell is wrong with him? But it's fun. It is a fun thing. So for my little stackity stack. Alright, so this is what I picked up from Emerald City. I'm going to go through these. I'm not going to talk too much about them, all of them anyway. I'm doing something that I don't normally do. If y'all can see this cup, this is my coffee. Shout out to my bro in New York that it's on the comics. My cup says, I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. And on Father's Day, me and my wife went to church. And me and my mother, what did I say? Me and my wife went to church on Father's Day. I don't know, I'm thinking about my mom. Hey mom, if you watching this, I'm gonna send this to you, so make sure you watch it. Anyway, but they gave out these cups, so, and I love coffee. Alright, so first book is Jeff Johns and Gary Frank's Geiger #4. Pick this up. This has been a great series. I'm loving this. I can't wait for Rook. Rook has become my favorite one, but Geiger is still up in there. And right now, the Glowing Man, he's like me. He's on a constant hunt for books. So he's looking for this book that he had when he was younger that brings him peace when he reads it. It kind of makes him remember his family. So something happened to the last 2 copies of that particular book, so he's trying to get it. But he's come across these other people who got other plans for him. So this is a good series. Y'all check it out. Monolith #3. This is the last one of this short series. Monolith is a spinoff. It's in the new Spawn universe. I guess he was one of the characters in Spawn. I don't know too much about him, but he's trying to gain his independence and his freedom. And I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy, but y'all check that out. Let me see if I'm holding this up good. Okay. I'm going to hold it like this because I had to look to make sure the glare wasn't there. Hope it wasn't too bad on the Geiger. Next up is The Whisper Queen. This is also, I think, the end of this particular series as well. This was a good series, and it started off with a bang. This is by Chip Zdarsky. I picked it up because, number one, the name Chip Zdarsky, and then two, I opened up issue 1 and saw this big free-for-all people having fun minus clothes scene. I'll say it that way. But they went on this journey to try to find somebody, and kind of dwindled down at the end. They kind of left it where I guess there's going to be more to it later, but this part ends. I don't know, but it kind of dwindled. So it was one of those, start off with a bang and it fizzled out real quick. That's bad for the 3-issue comic, but it happens. Alright, something that hasn't fizzled out though is my man Skottie Young's. This is Ain't No Grave, and this series has been really good. The artwork is dope. The artwork is actually by Jorge Corona. I was going to say George. Jorge Corona, and the book is by Skottie Young. It's on Image. It is, this chick, she's about to die. It's like she got cancer or something, and she's literally trying to find death. And I don't know if she's trying to find death to kill death, or she's trying to bargain with death, or what the case may be. But she's on a hunt to try to find death, and she had to go to this place where death resides, I guess. Anyway, really good series. You guys check that out too. Alright, so this is the Incredible Hulk Blood Hunt. This is a one-shot tie-in to the Blood Hunt series. I've been reading the Incredible Hulk. I picked it back up because my man Dr. Voodoo was in it, and that series is really good. Philip Kennedy Johnson, I think I think that's the writer. Anyway, but he's been doing, whoever's been writing it has been doing a great job. It kind of has like some mysticism to it, like Doctor Strange and Dr. Voodoo and all of them should be a part of it. The Hulk is going through some things where he's having to go to damn near go to hell, go to whatever. I can't even think of the word that I want to call it, like the in between. Anyway, but as you see, he's dealing with that, and he's about to deal with vampires. I don't know what's up, so got to read this one. Nice pickup. Then the Ultimates 2. This one, I picked it up because I guess it's the Ultimate Universe, and I've been really digging off into the Ultimate Black Panther, as you see that here. And I'm still sorting, so that's why everything's all around. But anyway, this one, it hasn't really, I don't know, it hasn't really hit me to where I'm like, I gotta read that, but it's decent enough for me to keep it in the pull list. I'm kind of intrigued by it, and I'm anxious to see what happens with it. So that's what Ultimates number 2. It's actually, this is a Lee and Hook cover, and y'all know that's America on the cover. I forget who's writing this, yo. This one is written by Denz Camp. So yeah, I don't know. I think somebody else started off writing it. I don't think that's the same person. I think they trying to pull a switcheroo. Y'all check out, if you read Ultimates, the new Ultimates, y'all check out number 1 to see who wrote that one, and then check out number 2 because I think they switched the writers. But one writer that we are never gonna mistake, and this is my dude. Y'all know who I always say. I always gotta say it's all about the Rodney verse. Speaking of, before I show you the book, if you're not checking out his podcast, Run Fool, y'all need to check that out, because Run Fool is he be acting a fool with them stories, man. He gets you so caught up, and even my wife, who's not even really into like audio stuff like that, listening to audio stories, but I guess because of Rodney's voice, and then how he draws you into the story, it's like you're there, and some kind of crazy creature's about to jump out. But y'all check that out. Subscribe to the podcast, Run Fool. Yeah. So anyway, this book is Ahsoka number 1. This is the what do you call it? the foil variant. I was about to say the aluminum foil variant, but yeah. So check this out. This is Ahsoka 1. Ahsoka is one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe. Really dig her. I like Rosario Dawson, and I think I've always thought Rosario Dawson was sexy ever since the movie He Got Game. But so Rodney is writing this. I haven't read it yet, but I'm gonna read it because I don't believe that there's been too much told about her story other than what's shows on Disney Plus or whatever. So y'all check that out. All right, so new book. This is X-Men, and this cover is a Scotty Young cover because, you know, Scotty Young is my dude. I always try to pick up all his covers, make sure I'm showing that good. But this is I guess it's like a new series. I don't know if they're trying to introduce the X-Men the next level or what the characters. I really don't know what's going on, but I read this already. This is one of the first books I read when I got home, and I dug it. I'm digging the first issue. Got some characters that I didn't know about before, and some that, like Temper, you know, what was her name? Oya? I think her name's Oya, something like that, but I knew about her, and but she has the name Temper, which I don't know. I'm completely lost on that. I'm very, very behind on my X-Men reading. I've been collecting the X-Men, as you guys might know, but I'm real behind, so I don't know exactly what's going on. But this is a good book. It was a good read, so y'all check that out. And y'all check out the multiple covers, because it's been some really dope covers, but, you know, I got to go. I'm not trying to spin out and buy a whole bunch of covers for, you know, something like that. Shout out to Chillmonger. The only comic books that I buy multiple covers for is gonna be Blade, Storm, Black Panther, the major ones. Those are the ones that I'm gonna, you know, spin out unless it's something else that I'm super interested in myself. I'm not gonna cut anybody short. I'm not those lesser characters. Chill. I'm gonna still buy those characters. I'm still gonna, you know, pick those up because I want to read, you know, whatever's going on with them. But I get what you're saying as far as you know, trying to give a push to make sure that we get quality, you know, over quantity. So I do get that. But yeah, I'm still gonna buy it, and I'm still gonna double up. In fact, with Black Panther, I buy every cover that comes out. With Blade, I buy every cover that comes out. And I don't know if I'm gonna do that for Storm because I'm not that huge of a Storm fan. But I guarantee that I'll buy multiple covers of that, and I'll try to encourage other people to do the same. Alright, so speaking of Black Panther, this is Avengers 16, and you know, this foolishness right here, this foolishness like Deadpool gonna really jack up T'Challa. Stop it. Stop the madness. As many times as T'Challa done kick Deadpool ass, y'all gonna put this on the cover? I guess. But it is Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, which this is, I get it. My bad, I get it. I am going to read that because I never actually read that series where Deadpool kills the Marvel. I've never read any of the, you know, this person kills the Marvel Universe. But I think I'm going to check it out eventually and add to the multitude of books that I already got. So anyway, y'all check that out as well. That's a dope cover. Speaking of dope covers, this is Midnight Suns. This is the second printing. And this is by the Lead Killer. I'm sorry, my bad, because I be drawing a fog sometimes when I'm trying to talk fast. But this is the second printing. This is a really, really dope cover. I love these covers. I guess they call them the blood soaked covers or whatever. But it's real dope. Got my man Blade on it, fighting Ghost Rider. Midnight Suns. Y'all check that out. This is actually the first one, issue number 1, as y'all see. Take a breather. And man, I always tell the story about how when I was at my first Tampa Bay Comic Con, and the guy was drawing and, you know, doing this thing or whatever, and I'm standing there watching him, and I see the Black Panther comics over here, and you know, I'm asking, you know, hey, how much for this one? And I was really just getting back into comics, and I really wasn't, you know, cognizant of the prices of certain things, and especially of signatures, and of getting, you know, something commissioned or anything like that. And this guy was drawn, and man, I ain't getting that. And now he has elevated to he's like 1A, 1B of my favorite comic book artists. And man, so anyway, Mr. Sanford Greene, shout out to the brother, South Carolina. And this cover right here, y'all thought that first Doom cover was dope. I passed on the second printing of the Virgin cover from the first cover of Doom. I might put it up somewhere so you guys can see it. It's behind me somewhere. But this is the Sanford Greene wraparound, and just so you guys can see the totality of it. So anyway, I actually got 3 of these. I picked up 3, so because gotta support that thing that Chipmunk was saying. So I do it a little bit different than he was actually saying it, but yeah. So I picked up this. This is like a hell of a dope cover. Loved it. He did the interiors and the exterior, and some of the writing with him and Hickman. They all did that. I guess they collabed or whatever through that. I don't know if that was his first time writing. If you know, hit me in the comments. Let me know if that was Sanford Greene's actual first time in the role of a writer on this book. But the Doom book was a dope book. It was a really good read. Kind of gives you some insight into something that may happen in the future. And Doom is Doom. Doom be dooming. Anyway, but yeah, once again, this is the back side of it. This is the front. It is a wraparound. And yeah, your boy picked up 3. And lastly, I picked this up off like a whim. I went in to get a third one because on the day of, you can only buy so many, and I felt like I wanted to go back, so I went back and there was still more on the shelf, so I added another one. But while I was picking up that one and some boards to do my bag and boarding, I picked up this, and this is Dee Dee #1. And it's from Arrows Comics, and y'all know I love a good adult comic book. It says adults only, and I don't remember exactly what year it came out, but it has a $2.95 price tag on it. It is kind of funny. It is very, very adult, very dirty, very X-rated. But y'all know I like that kind of stuff. So anyway, I picked that up as well. All right, so keep things flowing. These are the books that prior to Wednesday, I picked these up on last weekend, where Emerald City had their back issue sale. And like I was saying in the beginning, Cheryl Lynn Eaton, her and Brother Paul from Black Comic Lords, they were talking, and they talked about the particular book where T'Challa ends up becoming the King of the Dead. And I thought I had that book, but there was a particular book that I was missing, so I had to go back and get that one, and that spurred me to get a bunch of other books that I saw that Dwayne McDuffie had did, and it also helped that Black Panther was on the cover. If I see T'Challa, then it's a pickup. So this one, even though this one this is Civil War Fantastic Four 543, has Dwayne McDuffie's name on it, but I think in the CLZ it has somebody else as the writer. So I think this is where it started at. I think where he wrote part of this. I don't know. Won't know. I'm gonna check it out, see what it says. I flipped through it, didn't see T'Challa, so kind of was like, whatever. But I'm not a big Fantastic Four fan, but I know the historical value of Fantastic Four 52 is T'Challa's Black Panther's first appearance, and so I do get the historical value of the Fantastic Four. I just wasn't a fan of them as a team, unless they had like the one when Spider-Man was hanging with them, and the one where Storm and Black Panther, kind of took over for a while for Reed Richards and Sue Storm. So anyway, this one is the new Fantastic Four 544, written by Dwayne McDuffie. This is 46. I thought I had 45. I think I got 45 already in my collection. Some of these I already got. I know I have 44 already. I just want to show you guys. This one is 46, and I have this one already. This is the one I think where T'Challa chokes out the Silver Surfer. So, you know, people will be like, oh, his powers ain't that great. Mentally, he knew what to do mentally. He took advantage of the particular situation that was going on, and yeah, he told old boy Norrin Radd, chill out, bro, chill out, I got you, and he had to choke him out. But that's the dog. All right, this one is Fantastic Four 51, 551, and Dwayne McDuffie wrote this one. This is 550. He wrote this one. Alright, so now those are the ones that I picked up because of the great Dwayne McDuffie being the writer on those. And then this is the one where these are from when T'Challa became the King of the Dead. This is Fantastic Four 607. And I got two of those because my man on the cover, of course. And then I got Fantastic Four 608. And they're both written by Jonathan Hickman. And as you see, this one that says T'Challa becomes King of the Dead. And I picked up this one. So this is a key book. I remember seeing this before. I remember seeing it a bunch of times because they be using this particular cover. And it says who will be the next Black Panther. And then they try to insinuate that Sue Storm is about to become the Black Panther. That ain't even close to what was going on. But anyway, you see Shuri, you see Storm, and you see Mrs. Invisible or whatever, Miss Richards. Alright, so these are some ones that I picked up like from the little dollar spot. Classic X-Men number 11, because it has Storm on the cover. And this is 10, because it has Juggernaut, bitch. Got a Storm and Juggernaut on that cover. And this one is, I picked up this one simply because in the books that my pops got me, there was a whole bunch of these DC 52 books, and it's not quite the entire run of DC 52, but if I have like 20 or 30 of them, I might as well add another one. And I didn't see that this one was added into the ones that my dad got me, so I picked up that. This one picked up just because it was there. The Invincible Iron Man. It's there because it was there, but then also because it says Civil War Begins. So I wanted to know about this one. And forgive me, I'm going to remember, and then I'm going to put it in the description below. But I was checking out this husband and wife comics YouTube, and it irks me that I have forgotten their name, because I love to give people who talk about the actual books, not talking about the value all the time. You know, sometimes that's good, but when you're talking about the actual books and the stories, that's way doper to me. But thinking about this husband and wife YouTube channel, and the wife was talking about Ragman, and I never had heard of Ragman, and I was like, okay, I got to get that series because it sounded pretty dope. So as I was going through the little 99-cent boxes at Emerald City, I came across this one, and I wish I would have gone back to do some more digging. I was time crunched trying to see my son and my new granddaughter, and so I ended up coming home and, you know, kind of shucking the day. But I did grab these two, and this is Ragman number 7. And then I got Ragman number 8 is Ragman or Batman. So I don't really know what's going on, but like I said, I don't really know a lot about the character. I don't know the origin story, but it is something that I found intriguing. The way she talked about it, it made me even more interested. And that's one of the great things about how we get down on these YouTube channels, and we're talking about all the books that we have and what we're reading. And to me, that's a bigger purpose in the culture, because even though some people are in it for the money, for the investment, which it's always great to look at your collection and assess and say, wow, I have a collection that's worth $50,000 or $60,000 or $70,000, whatever. So really, it's all about just knowing that your collection has value. That's the biggest thing. But you know, if you collect put enough money into something, you want to know that your money's not just going to waste. And even though it is a hobby, but like I say, you just want to know that your collection has value. Mine do. I got some heat. I'm not on the varsity team yet, but I think some of my other blurs and my comic culture friends that they know what I have in my collection, they'll definitely say that I'm definitely far from a beginner. But anyway, so I love books. That's the gist of everything that I've been saying. That's the gist of what I've been talking about. It's just my love for books. And a lot of times people think that, oh, he in the comic books, he don't read regular books. He just in the little kiddie stuff. Number one, comic books really, the majority of comics are not for kids. They're for more mature audience. Number two, going back to the beginning, I always said that I'm in this for purely the love of reading. I love to read. With that being said, give a shout out to my homeboy Terrell. Terrell is a photographer and a fellow photographer in the Tampa Bay area. He be trying to expand out a little bit now. But Terrell Henderson Photography is the name of his company. You can find him on Instagram at Terrell Henderson. Yeah, Google him, look him up. He's one of the dopest photographers in this area. It's my boy. We've been kind of in the photography game together for about 8 years. But he's reading this book, and or he's doing an audio thing for this particular book. And for that book, we talk about it and stuff. And he was like, this is this and this and this. So we get into it, and I'm like, yeah, I think that's a dope book, and I like the person who the book is about. So I think I'm gonna get that for my birthday. I think that's gonna be a present that I buy myself, because usually I buy myself books for my birthday until I get that person that actually buys me books and knows what books to buy me. But that's a whole nother tale. But anyway, my boy, he was like, well, nah. He's like, I get it for you for your birthday. In fact, I get it for you right now. Let it be, you gotta wait till your birthday. Let it be an early birthday present. So he cashed out me, and the store didn't have it in stock, which means it's a really dope book, but one of the most powerful agents in basketball right now, powerful NBA agents, Rich Paul. So I opened it already, another story, but for nostalgia. So this is the book. It's Lucky Me by Rich Paul, and like I said, my boy Terrell has been listening to it on audio books, and I can't do audio books because I'm still stuck to, I don't even really do digital too much, but I really like having the book in my hand and being able to read it. So this is something that I picked up off Amazon. I hate giving Jeff Bezos money, but I wanted the book and I wanted it quick because I want it when I want it. But anyway, so pick this up. Thank you, Terrell. Appreciate it. Like I say, y'all check him out. Dopest photographer in the area, Terrell Henderson Photography, and we're gonna read this together. He gonna listen to it and I'm gonna read it, and we're gonna talk about it. This is Rich Paul, Lucky Me, a memoir of changing the odds. And this is, for people that are outside of basketball that don't know, this is LeBron's homeboy, his agent, and the co-founder with LeBron, and the head of Clutch Sports. I think they have like Jason Tatum and a bunch of other athletes who are clients. So, like I said, the most powerful agent in sports right now. Used to be what's his name, Rosenberg in the NFL. I can't remember his name, but Rich Paul, that dude. So I want to know his story. I want to know what's up with him. So I'm gonna read that. And the other book that I picked up, and this one is the third installment of Tomi Adeyemi's Children of Blood and Bone series. And I got this like some years ago. I think I can't remember if I bought it or somebody bought it for me. I don't know. I think my wife might have bought this one for me. She bought one of these books for me. But I got this. I'm super excited, or I was super excited. Absolutely love it. This is like, I don't want to say the black version, but just for no other way to really say it. It is the black version of like something similar to Game of Thrones. So my cousin Linda, one of my favorite cousins, she's into stuff like this too, and I love being able to talk to her about different stuff. I don't know if she's reading it, so Linda, if you're watching this, read this too. And if you don't got it, let me know. I'll buy it for you, and I'll make sure you have it so we can talk about this at some time. But this has actually been picked up for a movie deal. So just like Game of Thrones and George R.R. Martin, he got their thing. This is gonna have black people in it. So if you was complaining about Game of Thrones and you not being into it because it ain't enough black people in key roles, this is it. This is gonna be your book. This is Tomi is a Nigerian American, New York Times bestseller. This book and the whole series. So y'all check this out. And this one is the second installment. This is Children of Virtue and Vengeance. This is the second one, which was just as good as the first one. I'm actually going to reread both of them just for the flow. I like to read stuff in the flow. So I'm going to read both of these and then get in. And honestly, it don't take me long to read. Like this book is, 300 and something pages. I can read this probably like a day and a half if nobody don't bother me and I ain't got nothing, nobody, trying to do anything to distract me. So I'm going to read them, and this is the third one. So, let's see. And I love mail calls. So I love getting stuff in the mail because it's like Christmas whenever the mailman comes. So this one is Children of Anguish and Anarchy. This one just came out maybe a month ago, maybe less than that. But this is the third installment, and we're going to check these out. And basically, going back to the first one, it has magical properties to it, the Orisha. I think the girl's name is Zelly, but she's trying to help bring magic back. Magic is fading away, and I think that's almost like an analogy for people losing a lot of black people losing their spirituality, getting caught up in church, the traditional church, and just the streets and technology. You're losing your spirit, and I think to me that was an analogy for it. That's one of the reasons why I was digging it so much. So that's one of the components that Tomi explores in this particular series. And it's a lot more. It's a lot of action. It's a lot of stuff going on. And like I say, it's three issues. It's the third installment, and then the movie's coming out. So if you like me and you like to read it first, then you can do that, and you don't have to worry about waiting for the movie because that's probably not going to be coming for another 2 to 3 years or something like that. So you got something to do in the meantime. So for all you Harry Potter fans, all you Game of Thrones fans, you got something with more black people in it. So definitely pick this up. And the last thing I want to share with you guys, I hadn't been home in a while, so I missed picking up Christmas presents. So my sister bought us Christmas presents, and it's dope when you get that support from all your family members who are catering to your compulsion, which mine is comics and things of the like. And my sister bought me a cup that said Black Panther on it. And she also bought me a figure, and this is from the Spawn universe. This is Sin, who I don't know nothing about, but I just know that he's on the cover of one of my Spawn comics. And so this is going to spur me to finally break the lid and go into my Spawn collection and start reading it, so I'll know exactly who is who. I've been meaning to pick up some Spawn figures. I want the Chadwick Boseman Spawn cover. Oh, I got the covers, but I want the actual figure. And then, of course, just the regular Spawn. People don't know, but Spawn is the longest running black character in continuous running. I think that's the key word, because Black Panther was created way before it in 1966. But I think Spawn is the longest continuously running black character. So anyway, thank you, love you sis, appreciate it. And yeah, so that's all my pickups, and this is my second time making this video. Something happened with, you know, the camera or whatever. I think the battery died or something. I had to go through a bunch of other stuff and pick up where I left off. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do all that stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know other things that y'all are digging and other things that we can talk about, because like I said, I'm always trying to, you know, expand and get things to where, you know, it's enjoyable to, you know, whoever's watching the video. So if there's something you want to talk about, a video that you want to see, something that you happen to catch your eye, you know, I talk about stuff, you know, like, you know, the Lakers, Bron and Bronny, what else? Pretty much everything that's under the sun. I got eyes. You know, I am, you know, one of the people that I observe things. So it's more than comics, but really it's, in this situation, it's all about comics. So it's all about evolution. Continue to evolve. It's your man Jay. This is Evolutionary Comics. Peace.